Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy 13. I am the RPG Recusant and we are going through the woods today. Did a little bit of grinding with Hope and Lightning. So we've actually gotten them to their max Crystarium levels. And now we have another roadblock of 101 little slugs. So a massive cornucopia. We're going to have Lightning do all of the blitz damage, and just to show you, Quake is another easy way to do a ton of AoE damage to all the enemies. Throw a fire down, get like another massive blitz from Lightning, and we've gone from like 9 or 10 crawlers to basically 0. Now, unfortunately, the one issue we have is that we can't reset these. I tried to run back down and hop back up, but like that would be an amazing little spot. But I ran down, hopped back up, we're not able to. And like we've already 700 plus that we can't spend, you know? Like we've basically reached the max of everyone's Crystarium, so there's no point in really grinding anymore. Unless you want to have other characters have way more of a CP boost.
Take 5.
But we're going to have a bit of a cutscene where Lightning and Hope have a heart-to-heart.
What's eating you? Okay, I can tell you're hung up on something. Is it the l'Cie thing? It's Snow, isn't it? What happened with him?
You wouldn't understand.
You and I are partners, Hope.
My mother was killed because of him.
I mean, she definitely died, but it, you know, it was a tragic accident, you know what I mean? It's tricky. It's tricky.
It's his fault. And he needs to pay for it. I'm not ready yet, but I will be soon. That's why I followed you. Snow dragged us all into this. You and me, your sister Serah.
Actually, no, that's not the truth.
He's gotta pay.
Yeah, like, I just have to react to that moment. Snow didn't drag anybody into anything.
I've gotta be stronger.
Like, Serah became a l'Cie
Take the lead.
through tragic circumstances. Snow wanted to help her. Like,
Time to move.
you know, if anything, Serah dragged Snow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we can put all of the blame of the entire world upon Snow's shoulders.
You just have to face
It's not exactly fair.
Then you can take on anything.
You know? Not exactly a fair thing. Not a fair comparison. Hope can't really agree with you there. But, again, let's just keep on moving. We have some treasure chests sitting about. And, again, I probably could be skipping these encounters, but it's a good chance to talk to you guys and just let you see the, you know, strength that our characters have now that they're maxed out. And just because they're maxed out doesn't mean it's going to just be a walk in the park, you know?
That's it, Hope.
And again, it's just nice to hear the in-battle dialogue being so supportive. You know, we've really, as Lightning said earlier, Hope, we're partners. Like, whatever's eating Hope or having Hope upset, needs to like be shared among them. Like, if Hope's going to be distracted or a potential liability, then like likely needs to be able to know and to be able to work through that with hope, you know? But again, 5 stars, fabulous. Like, you know, estimated time should have taken about a minute. But because we were able just to stay on the offensive all the time. But again, I'm having a little pause and I'm hearing that like ringing kind of sound. And I'm like, okay, well, we fought enemies there. There's nothing over this side. And there's 2 enemies the other side on the mini map in the top right. So odds are there's going to probably be some sort of treasure chest the other side. And what's great game design wise is that it literally lets you make the choice. It's like, oh, well, those lasers are only up because, you know, it's keeping the enemies or monsters in place.
Let's get
So
this
it's
over
less
with.
of a the monsters are there so you can't get the treasure chest. It's like, no, the treasure chest is now behind this barrier. And we now have to, you know, get rid of them to get the treasure. And what I'll say is important about a trophy much, much later on, which is this gathering every single equipment in the game. And certain weapons can be found in treasure chests, and for the most part, all weapons can be bought. Once you get far enough in the game, you can like buy different weapons from the different shops as they unlock. But for accessories, it's a little bit more tricky. Some accessories you can only find in treasure chests. Other ones, you need to kind of upgrade them to higher tiers. You know, certain unique ones only happen when you power them up to max. So like I could be upgrading that iron bangle, it could become, you know, a silver bangle, a gold bangle, and up the different bangle level goes. And, you know, there'll come a point where maybe the maximum level bangle you can't buy or find, you just have to get it through upgrading. And similarly, there's other accessories that you get different accessories when you dismantle them, you know? But again, at least we're getting some nice verticality. But we're about to get another cutscene, but funny enough, I run through the cutscene didn't load in time, and I managed to run through the barrier there, because in the cutscene, it's cut away. So, a funny little glitch
Could
there.
I use one of those?
Bit too heavy for you.
But I'm not gonna talk over this cutscene anymore. But we get to learn where and how Lightning got that dagger, and I will talk to you afterwards.
You became a lessee, so now you're gonna marry this idiot? And you think I'm gonna buy that? Full points for originality. But don't forget, if you really are a lessee, it's my job to deal with you. Sis. This is ridiculous. Worst birthday ever.
Wait, Serah! Why won't you believe her?
You kidding me? She gets made a lessee and you pop the question?
Lightning, stop it!
No, you stop it! Get out of my house.
You're shutting her out! She's your sister! Fine. I'll do it. I'll protect her.
Happy birthday, bitch!
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Happy birthday?
Bitch! Stay out my mother house, bitch! Uh-oh.
So basically after saying that she was going to hunt and kill her own sister if she was a Lassie, I think Lightning thought it was all like a joke. But it's like, oh, I'm a Lassie, so I have to marry Snow. You can't like stand against us or something.
How practical.
But it was a gift from Serah.
We interrupt this program to bring you an urgent Sanctum bulletin. Late last night, officials confirmed the presence of a pulse fal'Cie inside the city of Bodom. Acting with fal'Cie Eden's approval, authorities declared a state of emergency. The entire district will be quarantined in response to this crisis. This is a Sanctum bulletin. Late last night, officials confirmed the presence of a pulse fal'Cie inside the city of Bodom. Acting with
Serah, I should have listened to you.
But you didn't.
So yeah, Lightning didn't listen to Serah, and if she hadn't, maybe they could have all worked together, and she wouldn't have had to hunt down Serah within the pulse vestige and everything. It's messy. It's, you know, it's tricky, it's messy, it's not great. Lightning could have definitely been a better sister, but Snow stood by her, you know, well, by his fiance, you know? But how Serah ended up inside the vestige to where she needed rescuing, that's gonna, I suppose, have to be revealed a bit later. But yeah, just if you see a treasure chest, definitely want to go collect those. Like we're after getting another new weapon for Lightning. So we have the Blaze Fire, which is like balanced, the Gladius, which is more physically offensive, and the Edged Carbine, which is more magically, you know, boosting. So that's pretty good. And as you continue just to move along, it's like, yeah, Hope definitely wants to kill Snow. Like, he's there talking about how it's all Snow's fault that his mum died. Like, stabbing the ground, you know. Definitely wouldn't want to be Snow when Hope
We can win if
you know,
we stay
comes into
focused.
town, basically, or when they reunite, you know. But here we have another feral behemoth. We definitely need to start protecting up because this guy is not to be trifled with, you know. And unfortunately, he's just focusing on Hope, which isn't the best. So we're going to do a little bit of dual casting, hop back to War and Peace because Hope doesn't have the highest HP stat in the world. Like, even with Protect, he's taking nearly 100 damage and attack. So we really just need to force a stagger, go to Commando, launch him into the air, and then it's basically like, okay, just keep him up there, and he can be juggled. And this is where, like, in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, stagger, like, it really helps you do more damage. But once a Commando unlocks the launch, it really then becomes, oh, like, the enemy is totally taken out of commission. Like, they can't attack, they can't do anything, they can't cast spells once they're launched. So, like, launch is really the moment where you go, oh, right, this is how all of this goes. And the sad thing is that of all of the commandos, Saz, because he's ranged, can't, he's not able to launch. Like, bullets can't just send them flying into the air.
Nothing I
You know?
can't handle.
But what you'll notice as well is, like, we're having all of these different battles, and I've not, you know, all of these other different battles and things, like, they definitely would be giving us enough experience that we wouldn't really have needed to grind. Like, I did a little bit of grinding, and we've seen that, like, there are so many other battles into the future where, like, if I hadn't have grinded, we definitely would be just leveling up as we went, getting stronger as we go, to kind of be maxed out by the end of the chapter. But as I say, all of this is just extra, and there's nothing wrong with a bit of extra, bit of EXP, especially when one of the achievements is to get to max, stats with all of the characters. Not as difficult as the sphere grid, because at least all of the nodes are active and you don't have to fill them in with anything. You just need to literally get lots and lots and lots of CP. And there are even accessories which allow for, getting double the CP from battles, and there's exploits where once you actually get, powerful enemies that give like thousands a go, and you can like that do these quick little resets to like run up and down a level or up and down a corridor, and then they respawn, and so you can just like very quickly take out enemies but get like good amounts of CP per second, I suppose. CPS, Hysterian points per second. So that'll be interesting to look at in the future. And, for once, we just get a treasure chest full of money, which is nice. And, as I say, since we have enough CP to be maxed all our stats, it's like, the battles really are not that difficult. But this treasure chest is an absolute trap, so I really wanted to leave this battle in. It is super interesting.
Keep up with me, Hope.
We have a behemoth and tons of these little slugs. So we just need lightning to absolutely blitz everything. Just so we can get that AoE damage to keep ourselves alive, get our protective buffs up. But Blitz, it actually has like an animation stagger.
Nothing personal.
So, if you're able to hit Blitz in the middle of, an enemy doing an attack or something, it is actually well able to flinch, and then you're able to get more attacks in. But this is where it gets scary. Like, the enemy is perfectly capable of just chucking us up into the air. And like that, if this behemoth was left with other little spellcasters, lightning could have been shooting into the air, all of her actions wasted while she just falls to the ground, and could be being peppered with fire spells or things like that. So the last thing you want is to be interrupted. And that's where there's a synergistic buff called Vigilance. And Vigilance basically means you're less likely to be interrupted by enemy attacks, which could give resistance to the launch ability, While he's up there, Hope's gonna keep him slightly aloft, which is great. We launch him back up again and KO. But, that was a really intense fight. And still, you'll notice, even with, like, the different slugs from before, like, we're getting 160, we were only getting 30 extra CP, and, like, how much longer of a fight did that take in comparison to the earlier fight where we were grinding, which took, like, 20 seconds. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just definitely a way easier situation. But this is going to actually be the last fight. There kind of was no clean break. But this is another one of those situations where it was a, three-way fight. The wolves were versus the behemoth were versus, us. And so I figured to take out the behemoth first. The wolves will be weaker because they'll all be at half health, and so it'll be a lot easier to take down. But next episode we're going to have the boss fight of the chapter, so look forward to that, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little few gifts sprinkled in. Worked pretty hard on those. Thought they were pretty funny. And actually like fit in with the cutscenes, which is nice. But I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good one. And
Keep up with me, Hope.
yeah, catch you at the next one. Bye.
That wasn't so bad.